Hello, healers and health seekers. It's me, Choda, healing on the medical medium protocols for 2 years now. 2 years in a month. And I am here because it's Wednesday. So it's time for What's Up Wednesday, which means that's where I come in here into the YouTube, and I talk about my week and my healing and what's been going on with me. Let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's talk about it. So actually, stuff has been going on with me. So I've been doing the emotion code certification training. That's chugging along pretty well, and I've been learning a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. And I just finished like all the coursework part of it and the final test, and then now I'm in the point where now I do sessions with people and to practice and get my certification. So I've just started that. And I started with myself because it's easier to practice on me first and then start practicing on other people. But because I'm also healing, I am finding that it's a little bit like I can do like one session a day, and then I'm like, okay, I need to take a break and relax and go do something else and make some food and get some glucose and eat some fruit and have a break. So I was able to do one session with me today. It's going to take a little bit of time for me to get all my sessions, and that's okay. I get impatient in my brain, but then I realize like this is my life though. Like I'm healing, and the pace at which I am able to do things is the pace at which I am able to do things, and I need to be okay with that. And I generally am okay with that. But sometimes I get excited about things and I'm like, no, I want to be able to do it all now. And yeah, no, I just, my body needs what it needs, and I need restoration time, and I can do one session a day, and that's great. And a session is kind of a long time. Like I cleared a few things, and anyway, so that's good. That's where I'm at. And then there is that whole looking for a place thing, and I'm just giving that a couple days right now because I got some good advice from my dear friend Rosalind, and she said you need to back off from it because it's stressing you out. You don't want to stress out your adrenals, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. How to figure out where to move without stressing out your adrenals is like quite a challenge, because of course it's like a lot of pressure in my brain. I got to figure this out. I have a whole family to consider. I need to meet everyone's needs. I need to make sure it's okay for my health. And there's just a lot of variables that I'm considering, and my heart wants to be, in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm not sure that there is a place in the Pacific Northwest we can afford, but that's part of what I'm researching, etc., etc. Anyway, so that's where I am now. Just looking at that stuff, but my energy levels have been pretty good. That's been pretty good. I mean, my sleep's been a little bit off and on, but the temperature here has been off and on, and I'm a little bit thinking about the moving stuff, but my sleep hasn't been that bad. I did buy a case of cucumbers, and so I am juicing cucumbers every day in addition to, I think I did talk about this. I know I talked about this last week. So I am doing the 32 ounces of celery juice in the morning. I am doing 16 ounces before bed. And now I have, in addition, started juicing cucumbers. And also I drink aloe, ginger, lemon, honey water. It has aloe, ginger, honey, and lemon in it. And so every day I drink about 32 ounces of that. And then I'm juicing the cucumbers, and I was able to get a case of cucumbers from my local farmer, which is really exciting. I follow her on Instagram. It's really cool. And so I'm juicing those every day, and my celery juice, and that, I like that. I do. I like that, the way it feels. I like being all fleshed out. I like, it definitely is fleshing things out. It is, and a lot of it does come out on my skin, and it's just part of it, it's just part of it. But I do like it. I like that it does give me more energy. And then also of course, it's July, and I'm doing the Medical Medium Berry Challenge, but of course I was having I always have berries every day. I always have wild blueberries every day because I have heavy metal detox smoothie every day. But I decided that as my part of the challenge, I will make sure that in addition to my heavy metal detox smoothie, since that's a gimme, I will also have other kinds of berries every single day. So I'll make sure that I get some kind of awesome berry because it's summer and you can get it at the farmer's market. And so, I'll tell you about a thing which you might already know because if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about this because I posted about it, but it was really super exciting. So Eileen Ford, who is a practitioner, she's a practitioner and like does emotional work and shamanic work and journeying work. And she's on Instagram. She's a practitioner that I came into contact with through Muniza, and also I just knew her from the medical medium community in general. And she posted about her family picking wild black raspberries from the bushes around, I don't know if it was around their house, or I think it was around their house, but somewhere near where they live. And I said, I didn't even know wild black raspberries existed. I've never seen black raspberries before. I didn't know that was even a thing. And then I was just sort of thinking about, like, I wish I could taste, I wonder what they taste like. Like, I'd love to taste black raspberries. The next day after she posted that, and we do not live in the same town, we do not live in the same state, bear this in mind. The next day after she posted that, I went for a walk through the park by my house with my family, and there's like this little strip at the bottom of the park that has, it's just kind of like, they just let it grow. They don't trim it, they don't do anything to it, and so whatever grows there. And I knew berry bushes were coming in because I could see I know what berry bushes look like. And I was excited, so I always check, like, are they ripe yet? Are they coming in? Are the berries growing? So we went for the walk through the park. We went down, we got to that strip, and I'm looking around this strip, and I see that there are berries on the blackberry bushes, and I'm getting all excited. I'm like, oh, cool, the blackberries are gonna come. Are any of them ripe? And some of them look a little bit purple, so I get a little closer, and I look, and I go, those aren't blackberries, those are black raspberries. Oh my gosh, I just found wild black raspberries. So I got a little handful. I mean, it wasn't a lot of berries. There aren't a bunch of bushes, it's just a little bit, but I was able to get a little handful of these treasures from my family, and I was so delighted, and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe the universe gifted me with this amazing treasure, because I wanted this so much, and I was so happy and so grateful, and I was just feeling really just like thankful and saying I thank you out loud to the universe and being like so appreciative. And I go to share them with my family. I'm like, you guys, oh my gosh, they're these, because they didn't know, they're not in my head. They don't know my Instagram, whatever, like my little Instagram online life. And so they were just like, okay, whatever. And to me, like, I tasted them, they tasted sweet, and they tasted like grape jelly. And I was like, these are so good. They weren't all totally sweet. Some of them were kind of tart, not that bad, but still sweet. But they kind of tasted them. They're like, oh, these are tart, and whatever. It was no big deal to them. But to me, I was like, but this is like, to me, it's like I found gold. I'm like, you guys don't understand. These are black raspberries. We've never seen these before. We didn't even know these existed. They didn't feel it the way I felt it, but I didn't even care. I was just so happy. I was like, okay, that's fine. More for me. And I ate the little handful, and I was so happy. And then the next day, we go to the farmer's market, because it's my favorite thing to do, is every Saturday go to the farmer's market. So we go to the farmer's market, and what do I see in one of the stalls? I'm not even kidding you. It's not even a stall we usually go to, but the farmer has these black raspberries, big quarts of them. Oh, I was like, are you kidding me? So of course I bought a quart. I should have bought more, but I only bought one quart. I hope they'll have them again this Saturday. But I was, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm like, black raspberries. And I honed in on them too. It's funny because it isn't a stall we usually go to. We don't usually go to that one. But it was just like you see in the movies where it's like the radar and then it goes doot 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 and zooms in on it. And that was me looking at those black raspberries. I saw the sign and I was like, and I was like, my husband had the money in his pocket and I'm like, I need money right now. Give me the money. And so I went and bought and I was like, thank you so much. And I'm thanking the farmer and thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. And I just munched on them and oh, so good. And I put some I did them with smoothies with peaches. I did like a banana, spinach, peach, black raspberry. Oh, they was so good. So good. I love berries. Okay. So that's part of the challenge, the medical medium berry challenge. And I did post about it, so I'm sorry if you just sat through this and had already known, because it was just so exciting though. Oh my gosh. And the week before I had found mulberries. So this has been a great berry area. And I think all across the United States, I don't know if this is true in other countries. I know it's true in Canada because I live there, but you can just get berries everywhere. There's always some kind of berry growing in the summer, and that is amazing. Like, all of those berries just offer so much in the way of healing. They have elevated biotics, they have antioxidants, they have all of these awesome healing plant compounds that I'm not thinking of the name of right now, but they're just such amazing healing foods. And that's why Anthony William wants us to eat more of them, because they help us heal. And they are so delicious. Who doesn't like berries? Who doesn't like berries? And if you do not like berries, put them in a smoothie with something else and hide the flavor of them or whatever, but just drink them, get them in you. Get them in your body. They're good. That's been my week. Tell me about your week. How's your week been going? How's everything been going for you? Are you doing the Medical Medium Berry Challenge for July? What's your favorite berry? Tell me all about it. Do you have happy childhood memories of picking berries when you were little? Everybody seems to have like a childhood memory of picking berries. Let me see if I can think of one. I can't think of one. You know what? Here's my happy childhood berry memories. They're of my children's childhoods. I remember, when we lived in Canada, my bees, I was a beekeeper. Did I tell you that? I was a beekeeper. And I kept my bees on a organic blueberry farm. Yes, I did. That honey was amazing. I kept my bees on an organic blueberry farm, and so we would go there and pick blueberries and get like 14 pounds of blueberries every time, because I'd fill like a big bucket, and that was 14 pounds. And it was just one of my favorite things to do. I loved picking the berries. My son loved picking the berries. I have all these photos of him just looking adorable picking blueberries with his little rainbow tie-dye hat, because I'm a hippie. And it just, oh my gosh, we used to have so much fun. And I would go to one bush, like this whole blueberry farm, and I would pick one bush, and I would just pick as many berries as I could off of one bush all the time. I always did that. It's so funny because, other people are moving bush to bush. Like my husband would go from bush to bush and he'd move around, and I was just like there, rooted in my one spot, like just... To me, the challenge was seeing how many berries I could get off of one bush. And they were so big. They had been there for years. It was an older blueberry farm. And so the bushes were huge. And I could get 14 pounds of berries off of one bush. Like, no kidding. They were just gigantic, gorgeous. Oh, so good. And my bees pollinated them. My wonderful bees. I will have bees again. Oh my gosh, I miss having bees. I won't start talking about that because I feel like people's eyes glaze over when I talk about my bees, but oh my gosh, I miss them. Okay, I hope this was useful to anybody, and So yeah, tell me about your week. Tell me your favorite berry picking stories. I just like to hear them, and you're probably posting them for Medical Medium anyway, so I may read them on social media, but I would love it if you would post them here. Your choice. Or you can just tell me about your week, or if you have any questions for me, I don't know. You can ask me about my bees. I know people don't care. It's okay. I know. Beekeepers only really can talk to other beekeepers because everybody else is just like, what? But I miss my bees. I want them back. Anyway, one day I'll have my bees again. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up down below. You can subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you want to donate to my channel, there's a link to my PayPal down below. I'm thinking about a Patreon, but it's like yet another thing to do, and if I do it, it's probably not going to happen for like a few months or something, because I'm working on my courses, and I'm working on my sessions, and I'm working on finding us our next place to live in October, and it's getting close. It's only a couple months away, so I've got to really figure that out. So I'm a little busy, and I'm making videos. So yeah, one of these days I'll sort that all out and figure out whatever. But anyway, if you want to support this channel, you can donate to PayPal, whatever. And it's totally fine. If you want to support this channel, just leave a comment too. That helps. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Stay curious, my healers and health seekers. Blessings for your continued healing. You can heal. You can heal. See you next time. Bye-bye.